Well, it's that time of the year, what some people in Columbus might refer to as the most wonderful time of the year. Yep, it's Ohio State Buckeye football season. Maybe you're new to Columbus or new to Ohio in general. Well, we're going to get into 5 things you should know about Ohio State football coming up next. Hi, I'm Erin Moore with the Moore Home Team at Key Realty here in Columbus, Ohio. If you're new to our page, make sure to hit that subscribe button, stay in the know of everything Columbus, its suburbs, and real estate. If you're looking to buy or sell in the Columbus area or have questions about real estate, you're in luck. We're real estate agents. Contact us at our information below, and we look forward to hearing from you. Now let's get to those 5 things you should know about Ohio State Buckeye football. The first thing to know about Ohio State football is that Ohio State fans love to wear OSU gear or anything Buckeye. We've got hats, we've got t-shirts, we've got jewelry. I'm wearing a Buckeye bracelet, Buckeye necklace, and Buckeye earrings. You name it, they sell it. A lot of people sell Buckeye jewelry on Etsy stores. You'll find people selling them on the streets on game day. You name it, you can find it anywhere. When it comes to corporations in Columbus, don't be surprised if you work for a place that allows you to wear Buckeye attire on game days or the Fridays before. That's totally not out of the ordinary. And when it comes to Buckeye game days, people show their pride all over the internet. So expect pictures of people's kids, babies, of themselves posted all over Instagram, all over Facebook. They really love to show their Buckeye spirit. We even have Buckeye flip-flops. So like I said, you name it, it's sold, and Ohio State fans just love and will buy just about anything. The second thing to know about Ohio State football is that Ohio State football players and its fans love a good chant and a song. On game days, as you're walking through campus, you're definitely going to hear somebody shout, OH! And it's going to be met with IO. Now you're going to hear that between a couple people, between one person in a crowd. You're going to hear it over and over and over again. And it's actually something that you'll probably see on social media too, especially game days. You'll hear or see somebody post OH, and in the comment section, a bunch of IOs. You'll even hear it as different acts come to town or concerts. A lot of those people know that they want to get the crowd revved up, that they're in Columbus, and an easy way to do that is to shout OH, and the crowd will shout back IO. So don't be alarmed when you hear that. You can always participate. It might seem a little odd at first, but don't be ashamed to shout that IO. Now when it comes to the football players, you'll notice that sometimes, and Ezekiel Elliott comes to mind, that they'll still throw up an O or an OH in the NFL when they make a big play, showing their love for the school that they played for, Ohio State. Now, when it comes to a good song, Ohio State is filled with awesome songs, especially when you've got Hang On Sloopy, which goes way, way back, and you've got to do an OHIO in the middle of that song. You've got, especially if you went to Ohio State or if you're an alum, you've got Across the Field that the band plays as they're coming on. And at the end of every game, no matter win or lose, the team always gathers and the playing of Carmen, Ohio happens. And that's really special, especially like I said, to the alum that went to Ohio State. Of course, the players at the end all standing. You might have seen videos of them, how firm the friendship, Ohio. You can always look it up. It's a really cool thing to see. And then also on the more fun side of things is a song about our friends up north. Now, they're the University of Michigan. We don't really like to call them Michigan. We just like to refer to them as the team up north. And so there's a song that goes, oh, we don't give a blank for the whole state of Michigan. Which is weird, we don't like to say Michigan, but in the song we say Michigan. So that song is a little bit of a razz to both Michigan State and Michigan football team. Just you'll hear that actually throughout the season, especially when we play one of those teams. So like I said, people love to get into the spirit, people love to chant, people love to make the O-H-I-O's, and really get into the spirit of when the football games are happening. Third thing to know about Ohio State football is tickets to the games can be very expensive. You might hear grumblings from season ticket holders about the price of their ticket packages, but even tickets to one game can be several $100s or more, especially those out-of-conference games with big teams or the games against Michigan, Michigan State, Penn State. It kind of depends how they're doing that year, if they're good. But some of the tickets can be very, very expensive, and we're talking about still sitting up in the higher decks. It'll be a couple $100s a ticket. So if you're looking to go to an Ohio State game and you're looking to maybe save a little bit of money but still see the team play, you can always go to a game where they're playing a lower conference. Those tickets are sometimes a little bit cheaper, but some people still at $75 per ticket or higher will still think that that's just way too much to pay for. So another good idea is, especially if you want to take the family, check out the spring game in April. That's a really good way. The tickets are usually about $10. The weather is nice. You can take the whole family out, see the players, get kind of a game day experience with cheerleaders and the band, but not have to pay such high prices. But yes, if you're looking for game day tickets, expect to pay a high dollar amount and expect that if you want premium seats that you're going to have to pay even more. The fourth thing to know about Ohio State football is Ohio State fans love to tailgate. Now I know there are tailgates all over the country for different football teams, but when you're a school as big as Ohio State, it's bumped up a notch. Now I mentioned about the tickets being a little on the pricey side. A lot of people, even if they don't have tickets for the game, want to be a part of the environment, of the excitement, so they'll come down just to tailgate. Now for certain games, as a word of caution or warning, I guess, if you're wanting to tailgate, there are some of the big games where if you're hosting it, you're going to have to get up in the middle of the night to get a spot. Yes, that sounds crazy, but within hours of daybreak, there will be no spots left in certain parking lots, especially the ones closer to the stadium. Friends will have to either walk really far or ride the Coda bus to get to your tailgate. So it's important to keep an ear out for which games are coming up and which games you might have to do that for. But when it comes to tailgating, people bring all kinds of alcohol, all kinds of food. Some people do potlucks. It's not uncommon for different tailgates to kind of maybe get together to build a bigger tailgate or share food with one another. You'll see pop-up tents, blow-ups. People even rent their own porta pots so they don't have to use somebody else's. You name it, it's there. If you're into, wanting to get into even more of the atmosphere before the game, you can always go to St. John's Arena and hit up what's called the Skull Session. The band and the football team attend. It's like this massive pep rally 2 hours before the game. It's so awesome to check it out. And a lot of people religiously will go to that every single home game. And if you have to leave your tailgate for some reason and you want to go up to be around more people or experience a little bit more of the on-campus bars, you can go to some of those bars like the Varsity Club or some of the outside areas that have big screens that you can watch. A lot of the tailgates will have TVs of their own. People will bring TVs. If Ohio State plays later in the day, you can watch the early college games on the TV. And if you don't have tickets to the game, you can stay at the tailgate and just watch it on the TV there. But like I said, the tailgates are huge. They're so much fun, and it makes it such a great environment before the game. Now, the fifth thing to know about Ohio State football is actually not everybody likes Ohio State football. I know that's super hard to believe with everything you might hear about Columbus, but I didn't learn this really until I got into real estate, and I would ask clients if they were asking to see a house on Saturday. Now the Ohio State football game is on. I just assumed everybody cared when the games were on, everybody cared to watch them. But with DVRs and with other things going on in life, you know, some people don't care. They just will watch for what the ending score is or just catch it on their DVR at a later time. And there are people that move here from all over the world. So if you're one of those people that happens to be an alumni from a different school or you're from a different part of the world, don't feel out of place here, because there are so many people from all over the world that live in Columbus and so many people that have never watched an Ohio State game in their entire life. Sounds crazy to us Ohio State fans, but completely normal to a huge part of the population. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to place those below. Make sure to subscribe to stay in the know of everything Columbus, its suburbs, and real estate, and check out our other videos about Columbus. I'll leave you with an OHIO. Go Bucks. We'll see you next time.